Hey guys, so the Tesla FUD is becoming insane. Now, you know, as Tesla investors, we are used to a lot of FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt around Tesla and what it can potentially achieve. But just over the last few days, I've been noticing that this has been creeping up a lot. And a lot of you would have been seeing some of these articles around Cathie Wood and her selling the stock. I mean, a quick Google search will show you, let's take a look. It will show you how many articles just over the last few hours even here. So you can see Bloomberg 5 hours ago, Cathie Wood keeps selling Tesla, unloading $62 million. Benzinga, Cathie Wood sells another 61.7 million Tesla shares. Barron's, Cathie Wood offloads more Tesla shares. Bloomberg again 1 day ago, 66 million shares. You see, look at the language here that they're using. Dumps shares, insiders also dump shares. Look at this one there. Insiders also dump shares. I mean, this is a lot of FUD around Tesla. And like I said, it's not something we're not used to, but I want to get into some of the realities because for young investors out there or somebody new to Tesla and trying to find their way investing, this could really put you off. And this is exactly what can make you panic sell when you get a few percent correction because, you know, you start doubting your conviction when you see people like Cathie Wood who have been such big proponents of Tesla and who've constantly said we've got a $3,000 price target for Tesla. She's been in it for a long time and been an advocate. Why is she suddenly selling, right? We should be selling too. And then people make knee-jerk reactions. But we've got to learn to pause, step back, and actually analyze the data. I'm going to show you how to do that. But first, let's look at Tesla. So just to remind you, we're sitting at $655, okay? To put this into context, earlier in the year, let's just go back to let's put it on a 6-month chart. So earlier in the year, in the dip in March, this was in the high 500s, low 600. You could have easily picked this up. And if you look since August, where we were at 680, we've had a nice rally up to 755, okay? So Tesla is really strong. It's doing really well. Don't let this FUD kind of scare you out. But it's easy to get scared out because look at this. Let's just go down and look at some of the tonality of the articles being shown around Tesla. And this is on the Tesla page on Yahoo Finance. Metaverse raises scary question on surveillance of users. Okay, negative. Xpeng launches P5 sedan with starting price around 24k. Again, negative towards Tesla, saying Xpeng have managed to launch a 25k vehicle. Where's Tesla's? This is the single largest danger of AI, according to expert. Another one. Cathie Wood likes Tesla, but her ARK fund keeps selling the stock. Another negative. Cathie Wood unload 62 million. Another negative. 5 best Chinese stocks to watch. Fine, negative. Tesla builds first store on tribal land, dodging state car laws. Negative. Do you get the point, guys? They're coming down. Rivian beats Tesla and GM. You know, 25 EV coming, but it's not from Tesla, and that's coming from Barron's. Look at this FUD. There's a 25k EV vehicle coming, but it isn't from Tesla. What? Just make an article about, you know, Xpeng if you want to make an article about Xpeng. I know they're using Tesla for clickbait, but this is all contributing to the FUD we're seeing. So let's do a bit of investigation, right? Because Cathie Wood is apparently, according to all these guys, she's offloading loads, right? Selling loads of shares. Look at this. If you just read these headlines and you didn't do your own research, this is going to cause you to panic. Let's take a look. So we know that Cathie Wood holds ARK, and you can go to this website yourself as well, cathiesark.com. We know that Cathie Wood holds ARK in 3 funds. She's got ARK K, ARK Q, and ARK W. 3 ETFs. Now, anybody who knows anything about ETFs will understand that you have a weight. Okay, so each asset or company you hold in your ETF, you will assign it a weight based on your conviction. So Cathie Wood will assign a weight to Tesla. Now, as the price goes up of Tesla, because her conviction is right and it rallies up, the weight becomes overweight in her ETF, which means she has too much exposure to Tesla. It doesn't mean that she doesn't like it. She needs to rebalance or trim. These are better words to use for ETFs. You know, the articles which said Cathie rebalanced or trimmed her holdings, much better. Not offloading, not dumping, not bearish. She's just trimming. She just wants to, so in this instance, we can see here, okay, so we can see here how much, let's show this to you guys. There we go. So this is ARK, we're looking at ARK K, okay, so I'm showing you the page for ARK K, and what you can see here is you can see the Tesla shares held by Cathie Wood. Okay, so you can see the shares there in purple and how it kind of changes. Now, clearly, since 2011 here, she is a buyer, okay? Now you can see here, we've gone sideways, but that's because the share price has been going up, okay? So as the share price has been going up, she naturally wants to keep trimming her position. And if you look at, if I click here on weight in fund, you can see that her weight in the fund has been increasing. She started out in 2011, 9% weight, and she's increased her weight in this fund. She's currently sitting at 9.55, and then it's climbing up to 10.5, and you can see we're close here. Okay, so you can see she likes to keep her weight of the fund in this level, right? If share price goes up, as you can see in this rally, so in this rally, she needs to keep trimming to keep the weight at the 9-10%. It's a very hard challenge, okay? Because if Tesla suddenly starts running, she can't let the Tesla weight in the fund go to 12, 13, 14%. She wants to keep it at 10%, okay? And that's why you have these trimming measures. Now, let's take a look. So, in September, so all these articles saying Tesla's loaded, Cathie Wood has unloaded loads in September. Let's take a look. Okay, she unloaded 0.25% there on the 14th. On the 9th, she uploaded 0.1% and 0.4%. So that is 0.75% of her fund, which she has offloaded in Tesla. Okay, now let's do this together. So we can see here. Let me just show you there. So these are the 3 transactions she did in ARK-K on Tesla. Okay, so we can see 119K. 119,000 shares plus 29,000 shares and call it 70,000 shares. She sold 218,000 shares in Tesla. Okay, so she sold 219 shares of Tesla and she currently holds, let's click on shares held. Now we can see that she currently holds 3.133 million. Okay, so let's do the math. 218 over 3.133 million. She has sold about 6%, if that, of her holdings on Tesla. Okay, and you can see she's just doing this to trim. This does not, somebody selling, a fractionals of percents or a couple of percent does not make you bearish of the stock. It's not you dumping. She's simply trimming, and you can see that by the graph here. She just wants to keep it balanced. Nothing has changed. She just wants to keep this weight in the fund. If you click on weight in the fund, she just wants to keep it here at the 10%. And we've had a rally here, and naturally she'll need to trim. Otherwise, this purple line will keep going higher and higher. Now, let's take a look at ARQ. Same thing, she made one sale for about 7,000 shares. Okay, you can see that here, 7,000 shares, 0.19% of the fund weight. Let's look at ARKW. She made no sales in September, so there was no selling in ARKW because she's happy with the weight. If she was so bearish on Tesla, wouldn't she sell on all of them? So there you go, guys. I think that is a quick video I wanted to make on some of the FUD we're seeing, particularly around Cathie Wood and Tesla. I think Cathie Wood is an easy target to get Tesla shareholders to panic because a lot of Tesla shareholders were influenced by Cathie Wood. They like her research, they look into her research, and they look to her as a guiding star for their Tesla investments, because naturally she was right in the early days when she put these price targets on Tesla, and she was proved right. So when they see her dumping, they almost lose some conviction in the stock. But I think it's important that we don't just become reactionary to some of these headlines. We know there's some sort of an agenda going on, and it's not new with Tesla. We've seen this for a long time, and we shouldn't be panicked to doing this. It's important that we pull up the data ourselves, understand what's going on instead of reading headlines and making our trading decisions off of those, especially our long-term investments. And if we find ourselves doing that, we have to catch ourselves and understand, why is it we panicked? Where were we lacking gaps in our knowledge, and how can we improve those? So in this particular case, did you manage to go and look at the ETF? Did you understand the notion of an ETF trimming? Did you understand that they need to balance their portfolio and what's the weight in the portfolio? Did you look at the shareholding of Tesla in ARK and how much it did change? Or did you just read the headline, $68 million of Tesla sold? Oh my God, Cathie Wood must not believe in it anymore. Let me dump my shares too. Because if you're doing the latter, trading and investing is going to be really challenging for you. We need to become objective. We need to look at the data, and we need to hold our convictions and beliefs until factual information has told us otherwise. And by factual information, I mean Tesla missing delivery numbers. I mean Tesla really messing up on their earnings. I mean Tesla hitting some massive regulatory hurdles. Those are and when they actually come into fruition and hit those challenges, then you have a reason to be doubtful of the longer term business model of Tesla. But at this point, they're not an upstart anymore. They're a behemoth. They're a massive company, and it's going to take a lot to derail them. Definitely not an ETF trimming 0.5%, 0.3% of their weight of the fund at any given moment in time. So there you go, guys. An update on Tesla and the FUD around Tesla. Invest safely, and we'll see you in the next one.